Chris, I love you. Truly, madly, deeply love all of you. As I look at you today in the presence of God, surrounded by our family and our dearest friends, I'm both overwhelmed with emotion and completely at peace because I know with unwavering confidence that the best chapter of my life begins today as I marry my best friend and once-in-a-lifetime love.
Love is a miraculous word, a word that is not spelled with letters. It is a word that can only be felt. Love is the experience of writing your own story. It's not just one moment. It's not even this moment. It's every moment. Big ones like today, but mostly the millions of small moments that come in between the big ones. These everyday moments are what come together to make one big story, the Chris and Sarah story.
Sarah, when you told me that the wedding was going to be in Puerto Vallarta, I was like ecstatic. I was like, oh my gosh, vacation, destination wedding.
I would like to welcome everybody. Maureen and I are just happy as can be to have all of you here. This is just a wonderful, wonderful gathering. One of the things about Sarah is that she's all about family and she's all about friends. They both cherish their family and their friends. And I can't imagine a nicer group of friends and a more beautiful combined family.
You have no idea how much it means to me and to Chris and to both of our families that all of you are here with us today celebrating. It's more than I could have ever dreamed of. And I feel so blessed to be standing up here looking at all of you, feeling just so much love. I never imagined that I would be marrying you, Chris. It is completely wild, our journey and the way life happens.
So this crazy thing between her and I has a weird backstory. We're from a small community in Oregon.
Roseburg is such a small town that Chris and I have always kind of knew of each other and of each other's families.
I was married previously. My first wife passed away unexpectedly when she was 31 years old. And unbeknownst to me, Sarah knew her because she was a teacher at the high school.
Most of you know, because your family and your friends, my sweet little daughter had a struggle with an eating disorder for about 20 years. And I always told Sarah, someday you will overcome this problem, and it'll come when you find something that's bigger than your eating disorder. Well, lo and behold, Chris came along.
One of the most influential people in my life and my recovery was Chris's wife, Corey. It was a very special relationship.
I didn't think I was going to find anybody else. I wasn't looking, but this miracle happened and we somehow met at the right point in our lives where I was ready to love again and you were ready to take on this adventure with me with 5 kids, and that still amazes me. Wow. Holy cow. Hey there, beautiful.
Before our wedding, there was one last thing that was really important to me. That was a visit I made to Corey to promise her that you and the kids would always be loved and cherished and taken care of, and that her memory would always be alive in our house.
This day is more than just a wedding and the beginning of a marriage. It's also the joining of a family. Chris brings with him 5 amazing kids. I believe Sarah has something she would like to say.
I am often approached by people who tell me how brave I am to enter into a marriage with a man with 5 kids. But these well-meaning people are wrong. Because you 5 are the brave ones. Overcoming life tragedies and circumstances that no child should ever have to endure. Your resiliency, joy, hope for the future, and love for life amaze me and inspire me so much on a daily basis.
Have you read some Revelation?
And in regards to the comment about you 5 being lucky to have me, I always correct them because I'm the luckiest.
There's no replacing them fingers in the blackness, moving so backhanded.
I've spent so many nights writing and rewriting my vows to you, countless revisions, but I finally stopped because I realized I would never find the words to accurately convey to you how much I love you, how much your love has changed me for the better, how much respect and admiration I have for the man and father that you are, and how grateful I am and always will be that you chose me to be your wife.
Today, in front of God, in this most beautiful setting, in front of our families and closest friends, I promise to love you unconditionally, now and forever. You're my best friend, one that I love creating memories with, someone that I believe was a gift given to me, a gift that I will never be able to repay. You and I will laugh a million laughs and we'll cry a million cries, but one thing remains constant. We will always have each other. And I will always be your biggest supporter and fan. I thank you so very much for choosing me to be your husband and allowing myself and my children to be part of your family. As you know, my children mean absolutely everything to me. Your understanding and respect of that means more to me than you'll ever know, and it makes me love you even more.
I promise to always invest in you and our relationship, knowing that together we will build a life far better than either of us could ever imagine in this moment. I am so incredibly grateful to God. He chose to cross our life paths at the perfect point in time where we were both able to embrace this life-changing love. You are and always will be the one that I choose.
My dad is definitely the happiest that I've ever seen him. I just want to say thank you. My dad's probably my best friend, and I love him more than anything in the world. And I just want him to be happy, so thank you for making him happy.
To know now that it's come full circle to this moment where I am in recovery now because of you. There aren't the words. I am so incredibly happy. I am so thankful that I knew your mom, and I meant every word of my vows to you today. You won't ever be alone again.
The sky
for the first time, Mr. and Mrs. Chris and Sarah Holbrook. Chris, please kiss your bride.
When you struggle for as many years as I did, you start to lose hope that a full recovery is actually possible. So when Chris approached me about trying treatment one more time, I was very hesitant. Part of the application process was Chris filling out forms about his experience with my eating disorder. He said, "Sarah is the most important person in my life. Please help her overcome this battle. I can't imagine my life without her." I think when somebody loves you that much, you can do anything.
You are my headlight.